My name is Joseph McDaniel, and I'm an Arizona bankruptcy attorney. And since 2005, I now get to tell people that I'm a debt relief agency and that I help people and businesses file for bankruptcy. Today's musical question is, when is a Chapter 7 bankruptcy the right option? When folks call to set up an appointment, they often say that they're just weighing their options and trying to find out if bankruptcy is a good option for them. Well, of course, it's never a good option. Sometimes it's the only option, but it's never all that much fun. I use the Joseph C. McDaniel rule of thumb for bankruptcy inevitability. If the unsecured debt is equal or greater to the annual combined yearly gross income, they're going to be filing. Now that just says that they're going to file, but that rule has no utility to predict when they're going to file. Some people have a great capacity for sacrifice and suffering, and they can live on very little and work 3 jobs a day, and keep making minimum payments on credit card debt forever, until they can't. People with that much unsecured debt are pushing a very big rock up a very steep hill, and that works fine until they get sick, tired, have a heart attack, a divorce, or they get fired. Then the Joseph C. McDaniel rule for bankruptcy inevitability operates, and a bankruptcy filing occurs. The folks who struggle the hardest against filing are the most devastated, of course. And the rule doesn't address folks who step back, see where the road is going to take them, and file their bankruptcy with much less than the fatal load of unsecured debt. And they do suffer less overall because they file faster. For a couple of months in my first few years as a practicing bankruptcy attorney, I tried to control when people filed because I could tell that they were ultimately going to have to file, and I wanted them to suffer less. In my maturity, I have utterly renounced trying to convince a potential bankruptcy debtor that they should file at any given point in time. And that's because there's never buyer's remorse when the decision to file comes entirely from the client. And ultimately, the persuasion which causes a consumer debtor to file a bankruptcy all comes from creditors. Creditors who aren't getting paid can be very persuasive, although seldom as persuasive as the casinos in Las Vegas, which have been successful in getting dishonored markers declared a crime and prosecuted as a crime. Thank you very much.